Hi everyone, I'm Gary Null. Once again, we're going to go on an exploration of what we can do on a daily basis that's not that difficult to prevent disease and add years to our life, and in effect, eliminate an awful lot of unnecessary suffering. All the information I'm about to share comes from the National Library of Medicine, PubMed, and is peer-reviewed. We begin with something that so many millions, tens of millions of Americans suffer from, and that is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, meaning your liver is fat, but it's not due to generally what historically was the alcohol in the diet. And this is very common. And here's what they're saying from Queen's University in Belfast, Ireland, and the University of Vienna in Austria. They're saying, by the way, this was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. When you consume flavonoid-rich foods, there's your fruits and vegetables, multicolor, the rainbow foods, yellow, purple, red, orange, that's associated with reduction in the risk of this happening, especially if you're middle-aged. So we're just eating too rich of a diet in sugars, fats, seed fats that we shouldn't be doing. We're over-consuming high fructose corn syrup, and that's really one of the primary causes. So stay away from the carbonated beverages, especially the soft drinks, because you're getting a lot of sugar you're not aware of. And they looked at 500,000 participants in the UK Biobank, and that's what they found. Good study, all right? So you don't want that liver non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, because that can lead to liver cancer. Now there's something that we have found. This was done at the University of Silva in Spain and the University of Kent, United Kingdom, and it was published in Antioxidants. And it's, let me spell this for Phytoene, Phytoene. And why is that important? Because it's been shown to increase your lifespan, it reduces oxidative stress, and it reduces amyloid toxicity in the brain, which leads to dementia and Alzheimer's. That's very important. Now, where do you get it? Probably have never heard it before. It's a microalgae extract, and this phytoene, I'm going to let you know how to pronounce it, is showing that it can reduce oxidative stress, combat the beta amyloid laydown in the brain, and hence, in this model, this research model, extended lifespans. Microalgae and algae of all type are very good for us, and but we don't have enough of them in the diet. So we need these. Also, we need carotenoids. There's where your carrot juice, of course, or eating carrots, starchy vegetables come in. Rutabaga, plantain, turnips, parsnips, and all the squash. And so just want to show you one more thing that we can add to slow down and reverse aging. Now, from the Salk Institute and the University of California in San Diego School of Medicine, this was published through the Salk Institute, and it was published also in Yerk Alert. 1 in 3 Americans has a dysfunctional metabolism. Whoa. But here's the good news. If you engage in intermittent fasting, that can help. That means, and we've done this in clinical studies, that if you eat a dinner, let's say, and finish at 7 o'clock, don't eat anything else until 7 in the morning. Ideally 15 hours, but 12 hours is fine as well. And we found that that can help your immune system and makes a big difference. So, one more way to help us with metabolic disorders like diabetes, prediabetes. Between the two, you've got almost 100 million Americans alone. And we're seeing it because of the Western diet, high in sugar, fructose, salt, fat, barbecued, and over-processed foods. And then you have a sedentary lifestyle to go with it. And that contributes to all these metabolic dysfunctions. And we don't want that. That's going to shorten your life. And this was published at the National Diabetes Prevention Program. And one more, because I got so much to do in our regular program, but always like to share the best that I can. There was a meta-analysis. That means they looked at many studies and concluded that there's a huge benefit from using cranberries against intrauterine infections. This was from Bond University in Australia. And they looked at a lot of randomized controlled trials from the European Urology Focus Group, and they found that have some unsweetened cranberry juice every day, like 6 ounces, and you could help prevent urinary tract infections. All right. I also found from my own clinical research, and by the way, that was 18 separate studies found that 54% lower risk of interuterine or urinary tract infections in those that were given cranberry juice compared to those that had no treatment. So why don't you put some of that cranberry juice in your smoothie in the morning? And that is the latest on health and healing. We're going to take a break and come right back. Please stay with us.